Hello, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, something went weird with my computer. It was acting like things were fine, but then things weren't fine. Ended up having to do a restart, so I apologize to all of you who were on time that I was not on time. So I'm annoyed when people aren't prompt, and so I wanted to apologize for that, y'all. So I see some folks in the chat. So I got B4 there. We got Liz Arden, got Gypsy Tavern. So hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. So welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the Lotro Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Lotro stream. And I am your host, Little Redhead. So I am a person who plays Lotro. I don't work for SSG. I'm just here having a good time. So hopefully you all can come along with me. We'll have a good time together. Gypsy Tavern has a question that I probably don't have an answer for, but the question was, wanted to ask you guys something in raids. I keep getting teleported around because of lag. Can it be that I am on a Wi-Fi connection with one of those USB sticks? How can I test this? Actually, B4 might have some thoughts, being a more techie kind of guy than I am. Basically, like lag can come about from multiple different directions. It can be your computer processing things in a slower than the information coming in. It can be your computer talking to the outside world via the internet. It can be stuff happening on the Lotro servers themselves. It could be, you know, the connection, the speed at which the information is coming from the Lotro servers back to your computer. So it can be any way, any one of those things. There we go. Awesome. B4 has got a suggestion for you. Go to a command window and type ping, and just type that whole thing, ping 8.8.8.8 space -w space 500 space -t. It'll tell you, there you go. He says it will ping a Google server and tell you how long it took to get a response, like a submarine. You know, just kind of sending that signal out and sending it back. See how long that takes. That'll provide you with some information, which he'll probably explain here in a moment. Let's see. I have 1 day and 22 hours till my Wenda expires. So while B4 is giving you some good advice there, I'm gonna renew my Wenda. Hello. All right, let's put that back on. So I have rebound a bunch of my keys. So on my keyboard, I have a button way over here, the plus button, and I can push that and it unlocks my the buttons there on my screen, as you see over there. And when I push it again, it locks the quick slot bars, as they're called. That way I can put things on the bar, or I can move things on the bar, but I don't end up like completely leaving it open for me to drag things off when I'm in combat, because, you know, that's a problem. You don't want to do that. Little detail you don't want to do. All right, so cool. So B4 is explaining what that will do for you and what kinds of things you should expect, like a low number, a big number, anything like that. So, hey, Loshire Hobbit, anyone want some s'mores? Got plenty to go around. That sounds great. That sounds very tasty. Although, I have a special guest visiting from the US, and she brought me a whole bunch of candy corn that I have been nibbling on because I am a fan of candy corn. And that mallow cream goodness is not something you find here in Europe, as far as I can tell. So maybe because the first 3 ingredients are various kinds of sugar, that could be part of it. But dang, it's so good. So I have been overindulging on the candy corn. I'm trying to kind of like pace myself, because I'm also finding that if I eat too much at once, it does, I don't like it as much. So gotta eat gently. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do today. Let me turn this hobbit around. Don't make me turn this hobbit around. I have my information sheet, and I will share this information with you all. So we here on Treebeard, we're on the legendary server of Treebeard. And that means that we are slowly incrementing our way through Middle Earth. So for example, bye for Bell, we started out here in Eriador. When the server first opened, we had access to Eriador. Boom. And then like 6 months later, they opened up Moria, the gates of Moria. And so we went into Moria, we did all the stuff in there. And then 6 months later, we got accessed out here to, well, I guess Lothlorien came with that. Sorry, with Lothlorien came with that. But then 6 months later, we got to Mirkwood. And so we've been slowly plodding our way through Middle Earth, you know, starting in Eriador here, and then working our way that way on your screen to there, and then working our way down through Rohan. And now we're into Gondor. And we're doing a bunch of stuff in, so we came in through the mountains and started in Western Gondor. And now we've made our way to Central Gondor, if I'm remembering correctly. So here in Central Gondor, we're trying to earn reputation with various people. And oh my gosh, yeah. Sorry, let me pause for a second. So Edo Brujomati has a suggestion for the Lotro developers to do, and for the creators, Lotro in Spanish, please. Greetings and a pleasure. Thank you. Let's see. Now, before pointed out that at this time, SSG doesn't have any plans to add another language. Now, plugins possibly are a different story, because what a plugin does is it takes information that's given by Lotro, and then it displays that information for you in, you know, new and exciting ways. So for example, I'm using Titan Bar, the Titan Bar plugin up here at the top, and it provides me with information that Lotro already can provide, like where am I, what time is it in my world, what time is it in Lotro, what is the status of my bags, what are some of the things I'm carrying around in my wallet. So things that are known by just clicking on things in the game, like there's my wallet, you know, and so forth. But it's able to take that information and provide it via, you know, whatever the plugin does. So you might be able to work with plugin developers like before and have them put things together for you in Spanish, but that means they would need someone or some people to help them with all of that Spanish translation and helping to maintain that Spanish translation. So I know that there's a ton of Spanish-speaking people in the world, though, so you would think that there might be enough Lotro players who would be able to help with Spanish translation for plugins that they use regularly. So just throwing that out there. Okay, so yeah, so back to what were we talking about here? Yeah, so I was going to show you the map. Yeah, B4 says correct. Each plugin can offer its user interface in whatever languages it wants. So that might be a way for you to get some more of that Spanish support, even though the game doesn't provide you with Spanish support. I think there might be on the forums, there might be a place to talk about plugins. There's also a couple of Discord servers. Also, this is my stream, Heart of a Hobbit, but right after it is Plugging Along, which B4, who is in the chat there, and also happens to be sitting next to me, is active. Plugging Along is his stream, so that could be another place to, you know, have a chat about what are some of the options and what plugins might be easier to do the Spanish support and which ones might be really complicated to do Spanish support. So at least you could get some ideas. Okay, so today what we're going to do is, my thinking was, this is where we are on Treebeard right now. This is where our characters are. I think one of the cats is meowing. Excuse me. And there are 3 factions in Central Gondor. Central Gondor, that do not have task boards. So you, in order to get kindred with these groups, there's quests that you can do, and you can do them over and over and over again. So that's what a lot of people do, is this is the point where you start doing those dailies, because these are quests that you can do every day. So once people hit this level, this is something that sometimes people will start doing, is doing these quests on a daily basis in order to get that reputation. A funny little side piece of this is that as you get the reputation, as you do the quests, you get some reputation with the faction, and then they also give you some reputation baubles that you can use to trade for things with the reputation vendors once you have the requisite reputation, or you can consume them to get more reputation. So it's a twofer to go and do these quests, because then you get the stuff that you need in order to trade for things you might want, like cosmetic pets or mounts or things like that. So we're going to do that today. So there's 3 places we're going to end up going. One is Ethring, which I forget where it is. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Oh, it's up. Oh, hey, thank you. So Ethring up at the top there. Oh, it's because it's part of the Men of Ringló Vale. So up at the top, Ethring is right there, and there are 3 quests with them that we will do. And then the Men of Dor-en-Erni down in Linhir, here kind of in the middle, and they have 5 quests we can do. And then the Men of Lebennin over in Ost Anglebed. Is this Ost Anglebed? Yeah, over here by the stable master. And they have, well, technically there's 4 in the area. There's 1 there, and then there's 3 more, but they're all for the Men of Lebennin. So those are the 3 factions in this area that we're trying to get more reputation with. So Men of Ringló Vale, Men of Dor-en-Erni down in Linhir, and then the Men of Lebennin over on the lower Lebennin side. You can say this never sticks with me. Like, we've done this a handful of times, and we've done these dailies. I wouldn't say daily, but regularly. And B4 was extremely generous and typed all this up for me, so I can then hopefully share it with you guys in our doing. Because yeah, like I said, this doesn't really stick with me, but we're gonna show you today how this goes, and then hopefully it will stick with you. All right, so let's get out of the map. Let's get out of the Shire. So the first place we're gonna go, nice. Oh yes, and for those who are amused at such things, Affadil and Affadil's goose, here, maybe turn toward the goose, or will the goose move, have dressed themselves very similarly. So Affadil is here in the all white except for the black parts of the vest there, with a red neckerchief, and the goose is in all white with a red, yeah, there we go, with a red bow around its neck. So I am amused. Hey, can you do that emote? Liz Harden says they're about the same size. I know, right? Those geese, they're big. So yeah, so that's the decorated goose, and we come over to this side. It's got a cute little bow going on there. So that's what Affadil was going for on the neckerchief there. It's actually the, oh gosh, I just forgot the name of it. Oh, my character isn't wearing hers. Usually that's one of the items that my character is almost always wearing. How funny. It's the ascot scarf. Yeah, so I'm like, unless I've got something else interesting on my neck, I'm usually wearing it. So that's why I'm realizing, like, how funny that I'm not on this character. Well, you know, this is my character in her summertime outfit, so maybe she just decided it was too hot for that. Okay. All right, so we are going to start by heading off to Ethring. And I have a milestone. There's no hunter travel to take us directly there. So I'm going to use my milestone. I assume you're going to do the same. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so I've got the Mirkwood bundle milestone, and Affodil is using the what was that one? Whimsical one. And the coffer was just recently for sale. Is it still up? I can't remember. Oh, it's the Rakish Patron coffer that's available through September 15th. Isn't today's the 17th? You may have missed it. Wah, wah. Sorry. Okay, but let's go ahead and start on the quest here. So there's 3 quests that we want to pick up. Now, when you're first here, hang on, let me pop, there's these 2 folks over here, but let me pop into the tavern real quick. Because in the tavern, you will find our oft-found friend, J-Jax, chilling out here, doing his rakish thing, having a drink. And so he has a quest also that you can do that's repeatable, but you can only do it 3 times total. So once you've done it 3, then he no longer wants you to go and do that. So that doesn't count necessarily as a daily because it's only 3 times repeatable. But these folks, they have each 1 quest. So hers is Orc Resurgence. The orcs have returned to the base of the mountain, and she fears an attack on Ethring here might be imminent. So can we go and reduce the orcish forces? This guy has a quest warding the dead. The dead have returned to the old ruins in the northwest part of Ringló Vale, and they hide in ancient structures. Maybe we could ward the doors and expel the dead from the buildings. They don't know why the dead is still here, but yeah, anyway. Please make them stop coming. Okay, so those are those 2 quests. And then the last one you need to find is there's a guard, a town guard, who's walking around with the sun over his head at the moment. Anyway, so he just kind of paces around like in a big circle, I guess, but well, rectangle. Anyway, so you just kind of chase him down. And he has a quest called Roving Corsairs, which we kind of joke and say, let's go stop those Corsairs from their calisthenics. So he wants us to... He says a lookout has spotted a Corsair raiding party heading north, and they went into the southern woods. We lost sight of them. Maybe you could head them off before they discover Ethring. So that is to find 12 Corsairs doing their calisthenics in the woods. So you ride out of town in this direction. So we're riding to the northwest here. Goodbye to the guard. Now we're in the woods. Thankfully, Affodil's really good at leading this party. So we'll just follow along here. Now let's see what our freebie is this week. I've been a little out of touch. So our freebie this week is a free universal morale potion times 5. So that's cool. So rally up is the code for that. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on. Oh, there's some branches. Hang on, let me go grab these walnuts real quick. And there's some scarn. I can't, I have a hard time running by stuff. Okay, hang on, let me catch up. Actually, because we don't really want to be in this area. Okay. Yeah, navigating is easy, you just never get lost. Yeah. And so it's funny because we've actually played a little bit on, played around a little bit with what's the best pathing to do this, because we don't need to interact with everything that we see along the way. Any deeds that we needed to do with those folks, I think we've pretty much done them. So here, just outside, there's a cursed stone, which you do have a quest to do earlier on, but we're done with that. We're going up into, there's some kind of ruins up here. So that's where we're going. Oh, it has a name? Oh, it has a name. Yes, Dar-Matum, or Martum, I don't know. Anyway, that's where we're going. So we're going to start by clearing a path so we can actually get up there. We do need to defeat 8 of these ruthless dead. So, I mean, it does count towards what we need to do, at least. So we're going to work on that. So we're clearing our way here. We're often doing this with a party of 4. So with a party of 2, I have to pay a little bit more attention. Because these guys are, like, on level... Yeah, they're level 100. And we are also level 100, so I don't just get to like overpower them. I have to actually like take them down for reals. Yeah, we're also on landscape difficulty. So there's that. All right, there's a patrol at the top. Here they come. Oh, 2 patrols are coming. It's fine. Oh, let me get out of that landscape box. Cool. And another patrol. Oh, we're going to have our 8 before we even get to the first door. Let me scoot out the way there for a minute. Okay. So I don't feel like losing a quarter of my health to that. All right, so we're trying to get to... There's 2 doors here outside that we're trying to get to, and then we go into a cave and there's 2 doors. So we're trying to get to that one, but we've got 3 guys in the way here, so we have to start by dealing with them. I thought there was 2 floaty guys and 1 tree guy. Could be wrong. Yeah, maybe there's just 2 altogether. That's a little nicer. Okay. There we go. So we're gonna try and touch this door reasonably at the... Oh, hang on, let me put a trap down. They will actually trip up on the traps, which is nice. Okay, ready? Yeah. Let's do it. So if we touch the door reasonably close together, we get this 1 guy. If we touch the door and then take out this guy and then touch the door again, we're going to get a new guy every time. So we both got credit for doing that. So we try to do the door together, then we only have 1 to defeat. Unfortunately, we're going to have to probably make our way through here, although that captain might go away. Cool. Yeah? Ready? Oh, that worked out nicely. You got Archer behind you. Don't go out too far. They're respawning.
What a great time to not be there.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not be there. Oh, it looks like the patrol may have come back. Oh, no, it's a different one. That's right. He's just hiding around the tree. Oh, the patrol is here, though. He just walked away. I'm good with that. Okay, let me put a trap down. Hang on. Alright, ready? Door. Hey. Alright. Oops, I'm not shooting the guy. I'm shooting the door. That will slow that down. Cool. So that's 2 doors. Now the other 2 are inside a cave. And we... Yeah, I'm ready. I'm following you. We do not need to engage with any of this stuff out here. So what we do is we just run into the cave and ignore everybody outside. Cool. There's 2 doors that are kind of nearby inside. Yes, Lizardin. It's a party of 3 ferocious creatures, 2 hobbit ladies, and a goose. Honk honk. We are ferocious. What can we say? Okay. So there's a door to our right and a door to our left over here. But we have like that guy who's not there anymore. And you want to do right or left? Right. Looks like right. Okay. That's fine with me. Oh, wow. Double box. Let me get out of that. Because that means it'll trigger twice. And each time you get hit by one of those boxes, it takes like a quarter of your health or so. So a double means you would lose like half your health, which is not ideal. Oh, a trap. Hang on. Okay, ready? Hodor. Yay. Yeah, it's nice that they are susceptible to tripwire. Because that just makes life so much easier. Then we're not actually like getting hit by them at the same time that we're fighting them, which is really convenient. Although my tripwire's got another 6 seconds, so hang on. Okay, ready? Oh, you did the door. All right, so we have somebody coming out. I'm gonna do the door also, so I still got credit for it, and we only got the 1 dead. which is handy. Milestone?
Yeah.
Okay. Back to Ethring. Cool. So we still got to do the Corsairs and orcs. Right. There is a path you can take to get out of here that takes you by the orcs, but we discovered we don't have to do it that way. We can do it elsewise. So we do. Okay, so yes, so as you can see in the chat, the freebie stuff is up. So this week, the freebie code is Rally Up, get you some universal morale potions. But then remember to use, there's two other codes. There's Smog Spoils and there's Galadriel's Gift. So Galadriel's Gift will get you a pair of steeds, well, depending, like it'll give you a Festive Azure steed, which I think is the same one that you get at your 5-year. So it's like if you don't already have it, it's a special one that way. But if you're VIP, you also get a teal firework laden steed. So that one you have to do before September 25th, which is like next Wednesday. And it's only one. You're just going to get one. So make sure you pick which character you want that on. The other code is Smog Spoils. And again, it's also a one-shot. It's not for your whole account, sadly. And that will give you a dragon character portrait. So I actually have it on my character. That's a green dragon coming around, which is kind of cool. And what else was it? Oh, and I got a little green drakeling pet. Who's shooting at us? Oh, up there.
Watchtower.
I wasn't watching the tower. Ha. I'll still try and figure out where my pet is here once we're done with combat in this space. Cool. Let's see. Oh, darn. Do I have time to find it? No, I don't. Oops. Oh, because it's a drake, not a dragon. There, I'll just grab it out. There we go. There's my golden dragon. Or sorry, drakeling, not dragon. Alright, so we need to defeat orcish forces here in this location. 12 of them, and we are at 7. Yeah, and so some of them are up in like the watchtowers like that. And some of them are down here by backpacks and things. You want the guy in the watchtower? Cool. And I believe the trolls also count, which is convenient if you're still working on the troll deed. We actually finished ours, but... Oh, we don't want that. There's a roving threat behind the trolls. We're going to try not to attack that. Roving threat's walking? Okay, he stopped. He's probably fine. This is probably fine.
The real question is, does the roving threat count for the quest?
I don't think the roving threat would count for the quest, even though he's in the area. Oh, he does count. Well, we're gonna not engage, because that's a definite pound. Ka-thump. Hey, just right, Sandy, welcome. We're doing these reputation quests out in... I was showing you, right, I got paper to keep track of all this. So first we're doing Men of Ringló Vale. And that's... Hang on. Okay, that's 12. Let's go find the Corsairs.
Okay.
This is... Do we write out?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. Yeah, old school paper. I know, right? It's handy that way, though. So we're doing the Men of Ringló Vale, the Men of Dor-en-Erni, and the Men of Lebennin. We're working on getting reputation with those folks. For two reasons. One, there's deeds, and there's no task boards. You can't just like go turn in stuff at task boards to get reputation with these folks. So, yeah, it's this area up here, this area down here, and this area over here. Those are the three different reputation faction areas, peoples, that we're working on. So now we're going to go and look for the Corsairs who are out doing their jogging thing. Hang on, there's some branches. Yeah, Central Gondor. We do things different. Indeed. Yeah. So, oh yeah, so B4 gave me a little, like, little things. So, let's see. Warding the Dead. That was closed 4 doors guarded by the undead. Orc resurgence. Defeat orcs and trolls in specific location. Roving Corsairs. Rebel against calisthenics. So, that's what we're going to go do. Be like, no exercise for you people. Hey, Pomela. Hang on, there's some branches is how I live my Lotro life. I know, right? Well, see, okay, if you don't stop on a regular basis when you're just passing by these wonderful things, then you have to go back for it later. So I'm like, well, I might as well get them while I have the chance, right? It makes most sense. By the way, I did get your message about the bench, and I like the idea. I'm just not sure where I would put it exactly. So let's get back to that. Let's table that and I'll think about it. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone. Speaking of, B4 has been going nuts with the birding. Tweet, tweet. And has 5 birds on that portrait frame there. Now, we've just got 2 Corsairs here. Normally there's 3.
It went around the other side of the rock.
Ah, okay. There they are. They're on the other side of the rock, being totally stunned. Whoops, I probably should. Oh, not the bear. Don't shoot the bear. Don't shoot the bear. Don't need to shoot the bear. Hopefully I didn't shoot the bear. Okay, good. We did need animals at one point, so we were shooting everything in sight. But we don't at the moment. Oh, we mounted up. Okay, hang on.
Just to the next group.
Okay. On my way. So yeah, so we're in this kind of Z formation here. And there's little groups of Corsairs, usually in groups of 3, that are out here jogging away. So we're just interrupting their health and fitness routine.
They're the enemy. We don't want them to be fit.
That's right, they're the enemy. We don't want them to be fit. Man, I should give them some of my candy corn. That'll help. Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you, Pamela. That's really awesome. Yeah, I did not manage to get one of those benches with the little links on it. I think they're cute. But I don't know if I'd put it in the house or outside the house. I really just haven't decided what I'm doing. Well, okay, since I got stuck on a rock and I'm way behind you now, I'm just going to stop for everything.
Okay.
Well, by everything, I mean just one thing, apparently.
Yeah,
Whee! Now, as a hunter, I can also do a search for these folks, but they often tend to be, as you'll see, like, we kind of were, like, up here, and then there was one here, and there's one here, so yeah. So you kind of just do top, middle, bottom, and then you just have one more to do, and it's usually, like, by then the top one's respawning. I'm it.
the fourth one. We're gonna go check.
Okay. But here, I'll do a quick search since I'm standing here. Nope, nobody within my range. Alright, so we're going to go take a look. Maddened bear. Oh, you've got a spider's attention.
Yeah.
You can probably outrun it. They're slow enough. I'll grab the scarn. You know. Because we can. Just grabbing a few things. Oh, you found something. What'd you find? Oh, the spider.
Yeah, didn't give up.
Yeah.
Don't do another search.
Yeah. Totally. Branches. There you go. So, to the north. Corsair of the North. Yeah. Liz Arden says, I can't wait for Harvest Festival. That's my favorite. Oh, that's awesome. Oops. All right, I got one's attention. Two. Grab the third one. Cool. Yeah. Harvest Festival is lovely. I enjoy going in and out of the Haunted Burrow. I also like how there's like an in-league and an ill association quest that you can do. And you can get reputation with both of them. And I thought that they counted towards the 10 as well. So the 10 quests that you're trying to do for every day. So I have fun doing those. And I enjoy the storyline, the Bingo Boffin stuff. And then sometimes they'll come up with new cosmetics, and sometimes they're just so good. All right, so we turn this in. So when we turn this in, we're getting increased reputation with the Men of Ringló Vale, legendary item experience, which is great for the LI reward track, steed experience, but we don't have. Oh wait, we do. So it's probably gonna say. So Central Gondor silver pieces, we're getting some, and weathered Gondorian relics is what these folks give us. We can consume those, but I think we can also use them as tradables.
Okay, I forgot. Let's go ahead and consume a 1,000 reputation boost.
Oh, okay. We're going to, hang on a second. Not that. We're going to open my shared inventory. And I'm looking for a reputation acceleration. We're just doing a small one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pull that out.
This faction is
Where'd it go?
the most behind because there's only 3
Hang on.
quests you can do instead of 4 or 5.
Hang on, I can't find it. Where it go? Here it went. Okay, so this will give 1,000 reputation extra. So when I earn reputation right now, there's 1,000 down here in this bar, and it will, oh, you can't see that. There we go. And it'll help consume some of that here. So I'll just set this over here for a minute while I go turn this in. So I'll show you. So I turn this in, and I'm going to get 700 reputation with these folks. And then so it consumes 700 of it. So why didn't we do a second one then? Yeah? Because if the third person is also going to give us 700. Sure. I mean, I got plenty of these things. Okay, and so it consumed right there. So I have 600 bonus remaining. So the next time I earn reputation with anybody, it's going to slurp up some of that and give me double the reputation. So that's nice. That's a way to make some headway on things. Okay, so the next place we're going to is Linhir, right? Okay, thank you. And thankfully there's a stable master right here. That'll just get us there because we probably just used our milestone to get here. And so, you know, our milestones haven't cooled down yet in order for us to be able to use them to get to Linhir, even if you have one. So that's why we end up usually just taking the stable master and coming in. So that's fine. Coming in hot with all the animals. Lizardin, what do you like about the Harvest Festival? What are some of your favorite things? So while we're here, we have 5 quests that we're going to pick up from these guys over here. And you don't have access to all these quests right away. Like, you have some storyline stuff you got to do before you can get to the point where you can get these quests that you can do on a regular basis, on a daily basis. So we've got 3 from this guy. Let's see. The enemy holds a camp on our beaches. Every day they work to gain more ground in Dor-en-Erni, and surely it will not be long before they breach the Vale to the north. So travel to their camp and weaken their forces. So it's defeat corsairs and defeat half-trolls at a camp by the water. Blinding the enemy. let's see, the Corsairs have seized a beacon and used it as a perch to slay our people from afar. So travel there, see if their forces are still camped at the beacon, and if so, make certain they regret their arrogance. And the last one is Splintered Light. Let's see. There was a beautiful tower, and it shone light for all who would sail the great river, but the Corsairs and the Haradrim broke part of it. So they want us to travel there, plant a banner on top, the ruins, and take as relics that we can find inside. So we have to find and recover 8 relics and plant a banner on top. And that place is currently occupied, so we have to fight our way through there. This guy has guarding the crossing. He wants us to patrol a couple of gates because he thinks there's many of the forces still patrolling the lands outside of town here. And so we're going to go and look out the gates and see if we see anything, or do we have peace for today? What's the weather? Peace or war? And the last one is Mired in Filth. Have you looked upon the water of the Gilrain, the river that's nearby, of late? It has grown foul and thick with the filth of the Corsairs, and soon it will be nearly impossible to imbibe it. Some of their number must still lurk among the trees and have a mind to poison us. So clear the filth from the river and drive them from the lands. So it's defeat 8 Corsairs and clear out 8 piles of filth from the river. Well, hi, baby. We have a Cato nearby. I made your blanket perch. Do you want to come in here? Lizardin likes the big maze and the treats quest. Very nice. Hey, Cato. Baby. I feel like I should almost give the cats stream names, you know. Since B4 and I have stream names, I feel like the cats need stream names. But I have already revealed your identity online. I'm sorry, babe. I did so without your permission. Oh noes. So I've got a footstool under my desk, and so I lay my legs out onto the footstool and I put a blanket over it, and it creates this nice little I don't know, perch for her that she usually comes and she lays down. And because it's under my desk a little bit, it's like desk and then like my legs and this little bed. So she's got her little cave. She can go and hide out, curl up. Come on, come here, silly. You're running out of time before I have to put my arms back across here. Yes, you are. Or I'm just gonna pick you up. Oh noes. Whatever shall you do about that? Got to get you on screen because you're off screen right now. Well, first I'm going to pick up some Corsair filth. Oh, and you can do this while mounted, which is nice. Oops. As long as I'm not following you actively when I'm doing it. Oh, silly kitty. Come here, you. Oh, so this is Cato. Yeah. Ooh, hey, hold on, sweet girl. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there you go. We're working on getting her to like get more and more relaxed about being picked up. She's getting better about it, but she's still a little bit like she's not sure about being held while somebody is sitting, which is interesting. She's more comfortable being held while you're standing, although I think B4's been making a lot of inroads on being held while sitting.
Trick for her so
there
far
you go.
Wait for her to calm down. If she's in the middle of a scrap, running fast and you pick her up, she uses agency and she doesn't like it.
There we go. She's finding her way. Oops, what happened? Pamela says hi, Cato. Lizardin says you have very nice stripes. She does. She's got some very distinct striping. Whereas Casper, it's more of like swishes and swirls, but hers are definitely more stripes. All right, well, I'm going to continue to try and grab some of this Corsair filth while you decide what you're doing. Sometimes she stays, so the desk is like a little bit in front of me here, so she's got enough room to sit with me well, to kind of lay down on the front part of my lap if she wants to do that, which apparently is what she's doing today. Okay. All right. Which means then she's got like her head on my arm, which, yeah, that's fine. We can work with this. Yeah. And she's over here purring away. Here, hang on. Let me see if I can get you some purring action. Yeah. There you go. I have all the filth of the world. All right, you done purring for the world? Yeah, I'm gonna take my microphone back. Need my arm back for a minute though too. Yeah, Lizarden said it's always good to see pets on stream. I agree. There's something very relaxing about it. Oh, let's get the Vandal over here because there's some branches behind him. Pervision. That's you? Yeah. Let's see. Did I get the branches? Yeah, okay. And I'm at all the Corsairs I need. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. We need to patrol another gate and get the relics and plant the banner. Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, that's chapter 3. We don't need to follow that.
Sorry. Printed paper.
Let me get rid of that off of there. Yeah, Mired in Filth. We just did that. And then Blinding the Enemy, which is defeat snipers and war masters at the beacon. We haven't done that yet. So it looks like that's where we're headed next. Well, we kind of activate some of these guys. They'll just follow us for a while, and then they'll get bored, and then, you know, they'll fall off. That's right. They need their calisthenics.
Some jerk keeps stopping them.
Before says some jerk keeps stopping them from their calisthenics. So, you know, we need to help these guys get their calisthenics in. I'm coming. I got one of each. Now, the funny thing is, in our questing, we just got out of this area, so we're actually kind of backtracking to do this area, to do the reputation stuff for these people. And the new area that we're in has the next level. So, let's see, has the poplar wood and Anorian leather and
Eastern Gondor has the
Anorian scarn. And so I'm like, I got so excited, and now we're back here doing this. I'm like, well, I still need it in case we, you know, if I still need to catch up on anything, but so I'm still picking up everything. Also, walnut branches can drop walnuts, which are used by scholars to make the walnut dye, and that's not an easy drop to find. So I figure, you know, I'm helping out my scholar. It's important. Gotta get as much walnut stuff as possible. Dol-Banor has been seized by Corsair sentries. Oops, I think I shot the other one. Sorry. I mean, we are taking them both, but generally not at the same time. All right, cool. Man, he, hang on. Thank you. He hit me for something. I didn't do any food yet, so let me do that real quick. All right. I guess we'll hit this guy back here first. Oh, do we want that half troll?
Yeah.
No, we don't need the half troll.
It's coming, so we're going to have it.
No, we won't. What? We can just avoid it.
Yeah, let's not let enemies sneak in.
Okay, fine. Something about not letting enemies sneak around behind us, flanking, blah, blah, blah. Fine.
Like that one.
These guys are less blue than the trolls that we have been defeating in Valheim. They just drop different things too. That's true, because they're only half trolls. They're half his size. Alright, now we'll deal with the guys up here. That's where this cat is snoring. Oh, it's time for work. Good night. Oh, well, good night, Pamela. Have a good work time. Hope everything goes good with that. Alright, so we've got...
Masters of these steps.
Oh, we gotta get some guy at the top of these steps here. The War Master. Hello, War Master. Hey, why don't you just come down here? Watch the steps. You might trip. Tricky, those stairs. Okay, so we got the War Master. Now we need to defeat one more sniper here. How about the ones that are respawning? Okay, cool. So that takes care of everything we needed to do here. So now we're going to go do the next one, which was a halted march. Let me get rid of that off of there so you can almost follow along. There we go. So a halted march is the next one on my screen. And that is, we're going to go defeat Corsairs, Haradrim, and half-trolls at a camp down by the water. Oh, we just passed some branches. How sad. How sad. Indeed. There will never be any more branches, ever. So I have been kind of stocking up on these, hang on, on all of the different things that you get for reputation. So, like, I've got some unblemished swan statues. I've got worn medallions of Castamere. I've got pristine wood carvings. So, ooh, hi baby. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things that we are kind of stocking up on that we can use to consume to receive reputation with these folks. But again, some of those are also used as barter items. So it's kind of a, you're trying to ride that balance between using what you need to get the reputation that you want, but also making sure that you still have enough reputation items left to buy the things you want to get.
I have a spreadsheet.
Yes, before has a spreadsheet. He's tracking it for us. Really? I'm getting attacked by a rat. You dirty rat. Okay. Cool. I don't even think those guys counted. Oh, one of them did. Only one of the 3 things that we just defeated counted for this quest. Alright, just sniper there. There's my little drakeling. Sometimes I think it's like too much in the middle of the screen and I can't see what's going on. So if the drakeling is kind of in the way, let me know. And I can put it away. We can just watch the goose. Or I could get something that's more on the ground.
Like a goose.
Like a goose. I don't know that I have the decorated goose.
That's fun.
I think I got it for you and didn't get it for me yet. But that's okay, because you are like super excited about it.
I can't help it that it's the best.
I usually run around with a cat. Here, let me see if I have any cats handy.
Watch out for the troll.
Here, we'll just run around with the lynx. I heard something about attack a troll.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, he's got ground smash coming. Alright, I think we got that interrupted. Goodness. Trolls are a little harder to defeat. But we got it. Okay, cool. You might want to, yeah, fix your health. Okay. Oh, I'll eat another honey cake. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. And I'll take a drink. I'm not sure what is going on because she's like watching Casper eat. They're rather strange, these two, sometimes. I think I may have to put out a second bowl. Sometimes she won't eat because like she leaves it for him. And so it's like she only will eat when he's not interested or something. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Because they eat out of the same bowl. Like, that hasn't been a problem. But it seems like maybe some of their previous conditioning that they had separate bowls. Oops. Doggone it. Sorry, I shot the wrong guy. That's fine. We're fine. This is fine. There we go. Oh, I got 2 of them grouped up. There. Lizardin says, I like the Grims from the Winter Festival. Yeah, the Grims are kind of cool. Let me see if I've got... Did I have any Grim? I do have... Oh, the Snow So Grim. There we go. My little snowman. Let's see. Actually, I don't need these things. I'll just pass on them and you can greed on them. I just pass everything over to Affodil anyway. One of the things I find interesting too about the Snow So Grim, like the little guy I got following me around here, is there's, you know, like a handful of different looks that they have. Like sometimes they have a hat, sometimes they're holding a stick, you know, they have different looks. And it comes out different each time. Also, it's client specific. Thank you. That was the word I was looking for. So basically the way I see it is not the same as how Affodil sees my Grim. Not necessarily. It could be different. Hang on, there's some... Oh, that's too far. So, like, I might see the version that has the top hat, but he might look at my Grim right there next to me, and it looks like the one with the stick. So, it's just... I find that really wild that it's... But everyone sees my bestest goose. Sure, everyone sees that your goose is a goose. Of course, of course. But yeah, so I find that kind of wild that it's how client specific it is. All right, let's go. Since we got those ship rats following us. Tut tut. Yeah. I also like from the Winter Festival, there's an outfit that you can get. Whenever I start on a new server, it's like one of the first things that as soon as the festival is available, oh, that's not what I want, is I try to go and grab it. So it's, hang on, this one. So here I've dyed it white, but it's got that, it's like the knitted, like with the cables and stuff. I probably went too far. Sorry, hang on, I gotta deal with combat. But yeah, there's the outfit, and then there's the a hat, and then there's gloves. And I always make sure to grab that set because it's so cute and it dyes up really nicely. And you can do... Oh dear, did you fall off into the water? Oh, okay. I'm trying to shoot this guy. He's hard to get to. Oh, he's gone now. Okay. Where did you go? I'll just wait here for you. So what's my Snow Grim doing right now? He's the... Oh, that's so weird. He goes below level. Oh, he's got the pointed hat. Maybe he's scared of combat. My little Grim. It also could be a visual glitch. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I'm going to guess something went weird. Alright, so we're just skirting in between some folks there. We're not engaging with them because really we want to get over here to the tower. Oh, hey. I completed Haradrim of Central Gondor. Oh, keep a watchful eye. Good job, Lieutenant. You found us. Well done. That's funny. So this tower, it used to have a huge pointy thing up on... Uh-oh. My health is low. Oh man, I was just taking a thing. Yeah, I did not I did not see the explosions on the ground. Do you want to revive me?
That already happened.
Thank you. I do have one for your revival at the moment. So if we need me to use it, I can. Alright, and I think I'm out of one of my foods now.
Which one?
The cooked food.
7-star stew.
Let's see, it would, oh yeah, it doesn't help me. So yeah. Alright, sure. Thank you. It was superior roast wild duck with cherry sauce.
That certainly sounds older.
I think that is older. I think you're right. I think I'm a little behind on my food items. No worries. Okay, so that battered relic that's up ahead there, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. But you may notice there's a few other people standing around here, and we got to deal with them first. So we're gonna, yeah, ask some folks to step out of the way while we go and retrieve these battered relics. Cool. And we each need to gather the numbers, but luckily it doesn't disappear when one person grabs it, so we are able to collect the same ones, which is handy. So there's one over here on this, kind of in this corner. Well, I guess it's not in the corner. I was thinking it was in the corner, but it's not, is it? Oh, is it random? It's not the same every time?
I mean, it's a permutation of possible spots.
Oh, I guess it's kind of like the,
Like buried treasure.
like the spawning of, you know, the wood and the other resource nodes. There's like a series of places it could be in here. Like there's one on top of here, and there's often one on top of here, I think.
Yeah, there's many possible spawn points and only so many
So,
spawn.
I guess that's what it is. There's a bunch of possible spawn points, but like there's only so much stuff, so you know, it's gonna take up most of the spawn points. Alright, let's get out of that.
Oops.
Oh, we got a third one. No worries. Alright, keep trying here. Get that out of my way. Oh no, you had a troll.
That's fine.
Goodness. Ah.
Super rather than
There we go.
It was just most of the downstairs.
Yeah. Most of the downstairs, yeah. Oh, Ginger says, congrats on the level 100. Thank you. We managed that. I can't remember when it was. But yeah, that's our current level cap. So there's usually a group of 4 of us on Saturdays. And we've been slowly, you know, getting our group to level 100. I think Asphodel might have actually been first.
Oh, that's because a bunch of task boards for an unrelated project.
Oh, Asphodel was doing task boards, so ended up getting a bunch of experience that way. For an unrelated project, huh? Alright, so we have to go up the stairs, and unfortunately, this troll is right here to say hello. But we're doing our best to say hello back. The Adorn chest is only good for scholars. That is not one of the ones we're looking for. Do you see a thing over here? Oh my goodness. How are we like boxalicious today? Yo. Sorry for the close-up here. There you go, you can see some prime Lotro detail. So yeah, this guy is often standing in front of 1 or 2 of these relics and the stairs that we need to go up to the next level. Oops, I got the chest. Yeah, of all things. There you go. Sweet girl. She has come back to my desk. Cato has. What's she doing? All right, so here's where we're going to plant the banner. And I still need to find 3 more relics. Well, 2 after this. Where did you go? Oh my gosh. Well, let's see if I can make it. Oh, apparently I can. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lizardin, I tripped on the stairs just like those other guys. Stairs can be so dangerous. Let's see. I need 1 more relic. So as it turns out, there's some on the outside as well, but down on the ground. We could do that, but there's also enemies there too. There's often one around the corner though. We can just go get that one if it's there. Yeah, this will do. Okay, so milestone? Goodness. To where?
To Linhir.
To Linhir. I'm gonna have to look that up. Hopefully nobody, oops, wrong thing. Hopefully nobody arrives while I'm doing this. There we go. Don't mind me, so we're here in the corner. Big puff of smoke. A disappearing hobbit. It's like a magic trick. So we actually have milestones set to the various locations that we're going to, but because of milestone, we've got our cooldowns down to 5 minutes, but you can't get it any faster than that. So sometimes, you know, you want to finish one and then you got to zip over to the next, and so you have to take a stable master or go get a cup of tea or something and wait for your milestone to cool down. Do you want to come sit and lay down? She is like falling asleep here on my desk, like her head just kind of getting lower and lower and lower, and her eyes are drooping and drooping and drooping. Yes, they are. She's a funny girl. All right, we hadn't patrolled everywhere. Now we have patrolled the various places. Oh, we have to patrol an outlook. Sorry, we have an overlook. So we're almost done with our chores in this city. But we still have to, yes. Oh no! What has happened here? Corsairs have climbed in. Goodness. And set bombs on the ground. It seems. So basically there's a couple of raiders that have used grappling hooks and found their way up here. So we have to take them out and get rid of their grappling hooks, which each character needs to do individually as well. It's not a group. Getting rid of the Corsairs is a group thing, but getting rid of the grappling hooks is individual. So, and once you've done that, then you can go back and let them know you found a couple of places where there was nobody, but you did find some people climbing in here, but you took care of it. Right, sweet girl. Why aren't you coming over here and just lay down, silliness? Here, maybe I can do this. I think I may have tucked the blanket in too tightly and she was not finding a good sitting spot. Is that what the problem is? You want to try again? Come here. Come here. Oh, come here, little girl. Hey, hey. It's okay. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Yeah. You got big eyes sometimes. You do. Yeah. Oh. Oops. You are going the wrong direction. That's my keyboard direction. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to turn these in and he's going to give us jewel encrusted scimitars. So we'll turn those in. Oh, and I have made it to ally with these guys. Cool. Let me know if you want to take any more reputation accelerators.
This one feels like the easiest with 5 easy to do quests.
So what before we're saying is there's 5 quests that we just did here, and this is the only place that has 5. The first place has 3, this place has 5, and the next place we're going to has 4. So the one that just has the 3 seems the hardest to be able to do because, you know, you've got to go back so regularly. Also, yeah, it's all worth like 700. So, yeah, 3 times 700, 4 times 700, 5 times 700. So, yeah, it makes sense to do an accelerator for the first group. I get it. Okay, so now we want to go to Ost Anglebed. And we do have a milestone there, I think.
50 seconds, hold on.
Which will be ready in 50 seconds. Yeah, and unfortunately, none of these are have a hunter option. Where's the hunter option here? I can't even remember. Now there's a fireplace. I have a camp set to Lower Lebanon. We might be using that. Okay, so did you just... Ost Anglebed? Okay. So we're going to head to Ost Anglebed. And the cat's just going to loaf on my desk, I think. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. She's looking at my microphone cable. That is not for kitty cats to eat. Indeed. These are troubling times indeed, silly cat. Troublesome times. Is this the guy where... No, this is a different one. It's not but ill omens. You get that one sometimes. Okay, so we start with one... don't do the epilogue, right?
Yeah,
We'll do that with the group, yeah. So she's usually got 1. There's a second one here that I'm seeing because it's an epilogue, which is like after you've done a whole bunch of stuff, you can do an epilogue. So we'll do that with our group on Saturday. So she has, this one's called Out of Their Depth. She's like, I know you've made great inroads against the Haradrim and Corsairs, but we can't allow them time to recover. With their leader defeated, we have a chance to push them, and so go back to their camp, defeat many of their numbers, lay waste to their standards, their banners, their flags, and as their force dwindles and their spirit diminishes, it's my hope that they shall flee back to Umbar. So with that one, we are going to burn 10 banners, defeat 4 half-trolls, and defeat 1 Corsair captain. Lizardus says, I get why Affodil chose birding as a hobby. It's better for a minstrel than smoking. Also, the milestone, the non-smoking milestone, that makes sense too. Right. Oh, now I take us to the campsite fire. Okay. So as a hunter, I can set myself to a campsite fire, and there's one in the area. So right now we are here at Ost Anglebed, and then I'll show you where we end up with my campfire. So now we're down here, which is great because we picked up the quest there. Did you get the travel? Okay, good. You're still on my map. You were still up there. So now we're down here, and over there's where we're going to do the stuff. And I think we got to go into this place and talk to somebody. Yeah. Before it says, if Affodil is smoking, it's because she's on fire. It's with the sparkly hands. Just like her goose. Goose on fire. Okay, so we got to ride up the hill to this lighthouse. And inside here are a pair of people. Excuse me. So she has a quest, Stranded on the Great River. She says, the others and I have seen a great Corsair ship marooned on one of the shoals along the Great River. Whether they were drunk or simply foolish, the crew is stranded there with all of their pillage. So go and recover as much as you can, but leave the Corsairs and let the river claim them. There's a small boat nearby. It'll give you passage over there. I don't advise swimming, for this current is swift and strong. And then he has two, Peligir's Bounty. Refugees of Peligir, like myself, have placed a great burden on our kinsmen. In wartime, we have all struggled to keep ourselves well fed, and being pushed from Peligir, we can no longer fish from its rich bounty. So Peligir is dangerous even now, but I bet a hunter of your skill could reach the lower decks unharmed. If you could bring us even a few fish, it would help my fellows and I make it through another night. And then the other one is Slaves to the Conquered. The harbor at Peligir has gone quiet. Have the Corsairs been truly defeated, or do our ears deceive us? Many of their ships, and many are their ships, and even more still, slave on their decks. If their forces are truly broken, we must work to free the poor folk that the Corsairs took as slaves before they starve on those dingy crafts. The other refugees here have family that were taken in the first assault, and I know they would give anything to see their families made whole once more. So search the ships in the harbor and send any folk you find back here to us. So we are off to go help retrieve people from boats and do some fishing in one of the areas nearby, and so. So that's over here. We're going over there to do the find the treasures. Yeah, or maybe it's the purple one. Actually, let's see. Stranded. No, it's the orange one. Yeah, it's over here. Oh yeah, the slave ships are over here. Or the ships with slaves on them. So, hey, watch out, things are spawning in now. Yeah, we have until like middle of October before the next festival starts, so we've got a little while yet. Now, I have been over on Mordor. Well, I was over on Mordor pretty regularly during the last festival, but since the festival ended, I really haven't been very I haven't been over there as frequently as before. So mostly we're here trying to, you know, get our characters up to that max reputation. Here's the boat. We're gonna take this boat. Thankfully, when we take the boat, the things that are chasing us don't follow us.
But they're not gonna reach us.
Yeah, that's true. They might try, but that's a long swim for them. Okay, anyway, so there are piles of disturbed sand, and when you click on it, you're going to get one of two things. You're going to get a sand Norbog, which is going to stand there and... Or you're going to get a box of buried treasure, which I'll show you when I get one.
More like buried pillage.
There we go, buried pillage. So, ta-da! So they got pillaged, they buried it, and we have now dug it up. So I need to find 6 pillages. I wonder if I can sneak in by this Corsair. Oh yeah. And just sneaking off with his pillage from right under his nose. So those Norbogs just kind of stand there. Oh yeah, make sure you don't click on the rowing boat.
For a few seconds.
For a few seconds, like they just kind of chill out. They don't despawn, put it that way. So they're gonna keep standing there until Affodil deals with them, or, you know, we just leave. They'll probably still be there, but we're just not gonna be here with them. Now, the disturbed sand does respawn and in the same place. So if you end up with a Norbog and you don't deal with it and you go back and deal with the sand there, sometimes you do disturb the Norbog and then they'll attack you. But if you can manage to not engage with the Norbog, then you can just let them pile up, which I know is pretty silly. But although that one, it didn't duplicate. It just it was like, here's another one. All right, I'm gonna try and sneak this. There we go. Oh yeah, pillage. That puts me at 3. We were doing this with 6 of us, and over this whole island, like, it's only this area. So there's only so much sand. I mean, thankfully the sand does respawn, does redo itself. But yeah, we were kind of like having to kind of pace ourselves and checking out just the disturbed sand. Hey. Okay. Oh, wait. I saw another one. Affadil's going to entertain herself by taking out the Norbogs. Yay, a pillage! You silly girl. Nope, that's Norbog. That didn't give me anything.
Because the Norbog that would have spawned was in combat with me.
Yay, another pillage. Now, we were theorizing, because sometimes, like what you've just seen, like you get pillage over and over again in the same spot, but we tested that and it did not bear out in the long run. Like it seems to have like a roll of the dice in terms of what you actually get. Just sometimes you know, flip heads 5 times in a row. Yay, pillage. Okay, I have 6 pillage.
Oh, actually, to your campsite there.
Okay.
That's easier.
So we're going to actually go back to my campfire instead of to the boat, just because of location.
The forest is just a pain to ride through.
He doesn't want to ride through the forest. It's fine. Alright, well, if Cat's not going to get on my lap, then I'm going to rearrange myself again. Which will probably be a sure tell way of getting her to want to be on my lap, but that's okay. That's usually how it goes. You're like, oh, you're not going to sit on my lap? Okay, I'll just move everything out of the way then. And then she's like, oh, wait, your lap? Oh, I'll have that. So she just like had an itch on her under her foot, but she leaned it out over my keyboard. I was like worried she was going to start pushing buttons. She's usually very careful about not pushing buttons on my keyboard. Like, it's not something she's interested in doing. But Casper has no, like, it's just he doesn't have a clue as to where his body is in space, I think. All right. We should have, oh, yeah, probably we should get rid of these guys before we try and touch those banners next to them. Yeah, okay. What you doing, sweet girl? All right, cool. She's giving herself a bath on my desk.
Should be a troll downstairs.
All right, B4 believes there's a troll nearby. I got 2 banners. Two banners, 1 half troll. And 1 dizzy hobbit. Yeah. Another funny thing is that all this stuff is happening on the screen, and Cato really has no interest. She doesn't pay attention at all. If Casper's sitting here and things are moving on my screen, sometimes he'll watch it. It's like he sees differently than she does, which kind of cracks me up.
Or she knows it's fake and he doesn't.
Yeah, or, yeah, as B4 points out, or she knows it's fake and he doesn't. I mean, that's also a possibility. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So now the nice thing is we are able to, if we're careful, do trolls without taking like the entire rest of the camp as well. And same thing with the banners. A lot of them we can sneak into and just get from like the outside without having to go into the base, the pack in the camp. Not always, but often. Like this one we can sneak over to.
Two up on the hill.
Alright, there's two here up on the hill. Cool. That one didn't have anybody. There might have been a patrol that we've managed to avoid. Should I look for the captain?
Yeah, I think there's one ahead. Oh, hey,
Oh.
Oh, there is one next to us.
Okay, we have a captain next to us, so I don't need to look for it. Cool. There's a banner right here. Do I want to grab that real quick? Okay. Maybe we go deal with the Capitan in here. Okay. That's an archer. He's not a captain. Whoa.
I would search for the captain if she didn't want to dilly-dally.
That was funny. Alright, cool. Now we're looking for... Get me out of here.
Just for the cursor capitals.
Oh, whoops. I think we passed right past each other there. Banner is near here. There we go. Okay, I need one more banner. Wait, yes, I need one more banner. There's one here we might be able to sneak into. No? Okay.
I was just looking for an easy one.
This one? Okay.
Okay. There's one here too.
Alright, I'll follow you.
They're all over.
Yeah,
This one.
they are all over, so. Okay.
Alright.
We're done here.
How about a return to Pellar gear?
Oh, use milestone?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the thing with these travel emotes is they don't show when you're mounted. So you have to be standing there for the smoking emote or the willow tree, the whomping willow, or whomping willow, wrong wrong group. Weeping willow. Old man willow. Although I don't know if that's technically old man willow. I mean, it could just be any generic willow. All right, so we're going to do some fishing. So I need to find my fishing rod, which I keep in my vault. Cool. Let's try it now. There we go. Got a new cloak. Is it better? Better armor, but I don't think the stats are actually what I'm looking for. Oops. Did I push the wrong button? I did. Oh, well, that's fine. Oops. Let's try that again. I'm gonna catch 6 fish here, I think. Oh, the cat bowl ended up a little bit under the couch. Oops. I'll fix that after the stream's over. The couches, we'd push them over a little bit, and I pushed them back and got them more into the sun a little bit earlier, and didn't realize I'd put them kind of partially over the cat bowl. Sorry about that, baby. But at least she was eating, because Casper is sleeping on the couch. Very nice. You'll probably be able to see Casper sleeping on the couch during B4 stream, because he's on this couch, that couch. Nope, you can't see him on my stream. We have 2 couches. They're right next to each other, but they're love seats. So they're nice and small. All right, I've got 2 so far. That's pretty sad. We may be here a while. I thought every time you fish, though, for this quest, you get 1. Oh, no, I've gotten some weeds. Okay. I got weeds once and 2 pikes. All right. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'll take this as an opportunity to clear out my inventory. You have to open it when you're not like in the middle of fishing, but then once you are, you can work on stuff. Oh yeah, don't get rid of any of that stuff because it might be my actual weaponry. We can get rid of that. I often give the task board stuff over to Affodil, so that's why I'm not selling those off. I'm up to 3. Oh, we better lock that. Looks like my shoes are better except for the critical, but that's okay. We'll just sell that. Okay. And the cloak, we decided we're going to keep the one we've got for now. Don't sell weapons because they might be my actual weapons. And we can sell the soil. All right, I think good. I didn't manage to sell my weapons. Good, good, good. I have done that before. That's very disappointing when you realize you go to put your stuff back on. You're like, oh, I sold it. Dang it. Hopefully it's, you know, fast enough that you can just buy it back. But yeah, I have made that mistake before. Not ideal. Yay! I've caught fish. All right, I'm ready. Fish have been caught. Let's go free some people. I often zoom in a bit when I'm fishing, so that way like my entire screen is basically taken up of me and the fishing rod, so I can see it if it goes from like stable to like moving, you know, that kind of thing, or it kind of is more like this to like at a sharp angle. Yeah, if I do it from far away I don't necessarily notice, but if I do it really zoomed in, a lot of times I can tell. So here you can't, but then we have to jump in the water anyway, so yeah, the way to get over to the ship is kind of funky. I don't know that that was necessary. I guess it was just in our way. Whoa! I was following you. There was a corner. Alright, so there's a series of rowing boats here. Hang on, let's finish this guy. And they're going to take us out to boats further out. So you click on it, and it teleports you out. So we're out here in the water now. And even though you can't see it on the map, there's a series of boats out here. And so what you end up with, like these kind of boats, is you've got these raiders on these kind of fancy looking boats. And there's slaves on here. So we are freeing them. Oops, I moved. Daggone it. And even though she just freed a slave, I'm able to do the same thing. So it's totally fine. And there's not like a full contingent of of the marauders here. Of the... What? Already in use. Usually 2 people could do the same thing, I thought, at the same time. Not. Anyway, there's not a full boat of Corsairs, so a lot of times you can kind of sneak around and rescue people. Okay. So there's 3 on the boats, generally. Sneak, haven't heard of it. Yeah, no kidding. So now there's, excuse me, there's 2 boats here. One of them will take us back to shore, and the other one will take us to the next boat. So I think this is the one that goes to the sneak. Is it in the South Farthing? Cute.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, this one took us to the next boat. Yay. Which is what we wanted. Am I going to be interrupted? Apparently not. Nice. So I let that guy go free. Yar. Don't touch the boat. Okay, so that's 6. Now we just have to figure out which is the right boat. I think, so we came in here, not touching either boat. I think we did this last time. I think this was the right boat.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Good memory. I'll make a plug-in just for this.
Before it's like, maybe I'll just make a plug-in just for these boats. Now we should be able to find 2 more marooned slaves here to free from their bonds. Yeah. Okay, there's one over here.
Both at this end.
Yeah, that's fine. I just thought in case we were getting that at the same time error again, I would pick a different one. But okay. That guy's just, he's free. Just pretend he's free.
Alright, could you take us to the campsite fire?
Alright, so I'm going to take us to the campsite fire because we have done everything we need to do here. Have we missed anything? I don't think so. Okay.
Now, there's one other quest we haven't done with our group yet, which is also available. I'd like to do it once, but I don't want to do it every day.
Alright, so we're going to go inside and turn these in. And they are going to give us gold-studded staves and Central Gondor silver pieces. Okay, and then Ost Anglebed. Should we take the milestone?
Yeah,
Ost Anglebed. There we go. 90.
yeah, ankle.
Ugh. The name of the place is Ost Anglebed, so he's like, angle, like 90 degrees. Alright, and then we come over to this lady and turn this one in. And she gives us gold-studded staves and Central Gondor silver pieces. Cool. So I think before we're saying there's one other that we haven't done. Sure. A river maiden quest to Peligir. You would think I would have a milestone or a... Anyway, West Peligir, I guess we don't have any other choices. You would think I would have a hunter travel there. Maybe I do get one. Maybe I haven't actually looked into it. I haven't been paying attention to my hunter travel for this region. Because I know I get one for the big place. Not Peligir, but Dol-Amroth. No. Yeah, I think I get one for Dol-Amroth. Anyway, I'm not sure. Oh, whoops. Thought I saw you running off. I did not. Okay. So I don't know what we're doing now. But we did everything on the papers.
Yeah.
And that took us, what, like an hour and a half in total. So if you can, you know, manage the gumption, doing those on a daily basis is a good way to get that reputation and get those items. So I've got like 13 unblemished swan statues, 8, oh wait, that's not the right thing. What am I looking for? Bone carving, no. I've got, there it is, 68 gold studded staves, 119 of the jewel encrusted scimitars, and 72 weathered Gondorian relics. So, you know, that's the way to do it, is to get a whole bunch of them. And then he's keeping the spreadsheet because trying to figure out where's that cross point between having enough stuff to get you the reputation that you need and still have enough stuff left over to buy the things that you want. Yeah, and he points out for a more sensible daily commitment, you could do like one faction at a time, or, you know, maybe rotate through them. Be like, today I'll do this one, tomorrow I'll do that one, and just kind of rotate your way through them. Okay, so there's some, this region that we're in, so here and Ost Anglebed, Linhir, this area, there's a bunch of intertwining rivers, and they have a lore. This actually I like quite a lot. This lore with the sisters of the river. There's like 5 sisters, and they protect the rivers. They protect the people of the river, who depend on the river and stuff like that. And so, but it's kind of like older lore, and so not everybody in these modern times still believes in the sisters. And so we've interwoven our story with those sisters that we have actually met. So she is saying, the quest is called Faithful of the Sisters. And she's saying that she's trying to convince my people of the importance of honoring our history. We ignored the stories of our ancestors for too long, and I believe Lebanon has suffered for it. With your help, I'd like to craft new baskets for the sisters. So these are offerings that they put at the river. The materials I need can be found about town, but you can leave the decoration to me. So let us pay tribute to the sisters once again and let their waters heal the wounds of this war. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. So we need to find some baskets, some cloth, and some flowers, and here in town. So for example, this thin cloth, we're going to go ahead and borrow that for the thing. And well, that's true. We're going to just use this. There's a woven basket. Here's another woven basket. So yeah, so we're going to gather up these things from around town and put them to use in the basket making. So let's go find some, oops, I got stuck. How did I get stuck? There we go. Let's go find some flowers. There they are. Those are pretty. Okay, and let's see, we still need another cloth. That'll be 3 of 3. I need a basket, and I need 2 more groups of flowers. Here's a group of flowers over by the forge. There's some more flowers. Alright, and then I need another basket. Oh, here's one. Convenient. I like how it's got like the 2 swans, you know, back to back. That's nice. Okay, So we're going to bring her all the materials that we just collected. And she's going to put them all together. So she sets about decorating and filling the baskets. Now, she would ask us to bring a basket to the Gilrain, the Cerny, and their own river, the Cirith. The sisters are worthy of such tribute, and I will see that all of our folk honor the history of Lebanon. So we're just going to deliver 3 baskets, because we collected enough for 3 baskets, so there you are. And you see we have a little basket icon here. And there's markings on here, so let's see. I thought we did on the shore, but maybe.
Hey, there's a good place.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, this is a good spot to place the basket. My sisters can no longer watch from the shadows as the world turns against itself, she says. So she is true tongue. To Ost Anglebed. Oh, okay.
You know what? It's not that much closer.
Okay. Or not. We're just going to ride. We shall ride.
It's like 50-50 depending on topography.
Well, you know what happens if you ride over land?
You get distracted.
You might find... He says you get distracted? No, you find valuable resources. I mean, maybe it's the same thing.
Making sure we're on the same page.
We're totally on the same page. Valuable resources. Although I'm not actually finding any at the moment. That's okay. Wow, it's kind of a bit destructed there. There's a lot of not good looking grass. Yeah. Oh, walnut branches. Okay, we're still in the lower level stuff.
Yep. Central Gondor.
Alright, cool.
All
Well, oh, because we got to Upper Lebanon, didn't we, the other day? And that's when I started to get into the next level of stuff. I think that's what it was. Okay, fine. I won't stop for every branches and scarn that I see. Just some of them. Whoa, not backwards. Forward, always forward. All right, too late. I was going to grab the scarn that was right in front of me. And it's like, you want these berries back here? Like, no, actually, I don't. All right, and there'll be another thing that says something like, this is a good spot to place the basket. And then the basket turns green, so that's handy. Gray Eye. These are strange days indeed, she says. I haven't slept in days.
Alright, milestone to Linhir.
Oh, okay. We're in a milestone to Linhir. From here. Okay. So we're back over here, and we need to get to the river up here. Somebody in World Chat was just talking about that a little bit ago, about the supplier, and when you get the supplier at your house, and she's like, I haven't slept in days, and they're like, hey, you've had 3 weeks off. But yeah, I'm good at imitating different voices. I don't even notice that I do it, which is kind of funny. Now, I think I get so used to hearing it in the game, like I can, you know, you just hear it and it just comes out. Because I did mention, I said, and they're like, you know, it's your fault if you chose to party all the time instead of sleeping. And I said, well, there's naught but ill omens, you see. There's naught but ill omens. One of my favorites, though, is the, you know, prepare the warband maneuver. I don't know why, but that always cracks us up when we get to that part of the story. We end up saying it around the house for like weeks until we move on to the next thing. Yeah, now it is, there's naught but ill omens, or, oh, whoops. Oh, I haven't slept in days. That's always a good one. Hey, standing on my paper, girl. What do you like? This is a good spot to place the basket. Okay. Goofy cat. You honor me and my people with these gifts, she says. Okay. Now we go back to the lady who gave us this quest, which is up here, and we are over here.
The Dol-Amroth.
Dol-Amroth.
So we can write from there to Pelargir.
Do I have through my campfire?
No, you have a guide to people.
Oh, I have a guide too. Hang on a second. That's what I keep forgetting is what do I have around here? There it is. Yep. Lizardin says, I like the voicing made for rangers and goblins. Some of my favorite ones in the game are like when you're doing the Bingo Boffin quest chain. Oh, hey, hold on. These are the people. There's a gazillion people here that this is where you start trading in some of these coins. Although apparently I don't have any gold or silver tokens of Dol-Amroth yet. We have there's a whole chain of these kinds of quests, but for the Dol-Amroth people that you do on a regular basis. So we have not started doing those. So many geese in Dol-Amroth. I know, right? We do like all the geese here. And the swans. Oh, the swans. Oh yeah, the lady, when you are taking the apples, and Bingo's like, I don't like apples, and so you go drop them off. Sorry, where are we going? Which one? West Pelargir? Okay. And so you take the apples and you drop them off on the bird and the baby, and there's that hobbit lady, she's standing there, and she's like, what is going on? It cracks me up every time I hear it. One of my favorite jokes in the game is when you're going around and you're meeting all of his cousins early on in that same area. Actually, no, sorry, over in Buckland. And one of them is trying to court another hobbit, but she's not really showing any interest that he can tell. And so he like gave her some flower. No, he asked, I think he gave her some flowers, and you come out and to look for him, and he's sitting in one of these res circles, you know, when you are defeated, and he says, you see before you a defeated hobbit, because she said no, but he's in a defeat circle, you know, he got defeated, so he's in a res circle. Like, I think it's such a great little pun. Or, no, I guess it's not a pun, but it's like, it kind of is. It's such a great, yeah, it's such a nice joke blend of, yeah, the game mechanics of being defeated puts you to a res circle, but he's defeated because she rejected him, and so he's in a res circle. I just thought it cracks me up. It's subtle humor, I guess. I don't know. I love it. At one point over on the Lotro wiki, as an editor, you can have a page where you can write whatever you want, and a lot of people put like what servers they play on or things of that sort, and which means I need to update it actually, because I don't have Mordor on there. And some people also put like some of their favorite quests in the game or things of that sort, and so I was some of those are listed on my wiki page, on my wiki editor page. So that's fun. All right, so we're gonna go talk to her and say, hey, we did the thing. And she says, thank you. I know the journey may have been long, but the people of Lebanon offer you their deepest thanks in helping us to honor the sisters, no matter where they have gone to now. If you would aid me again on the morrow, I would be grateful. Which is her way of saying this is a repeatable quest you can do. And for doing that, we got 1,200 reputation with the Men of Lebennin, so that's nice. As well as some Central Gondor silver pieces and a worn medallion of Castamere. Trying to look around the cat. Okay, so that was a nice little tour. Hang on. How about 15-minute warning? 10-minute warning?
Yeah,
cool. So yeah, so we have managed in the last, well, less than 2 hours to accomplish doing the dailies that gave us some reputation stuff with the Central Gondor, Men of Ringló Vale, Men of Dor-en-Erni, which is up in here, and then, Linhir, and then also the Men of Lebennin. So yay for all of that. And got in a little bit of extra over here with these guys with the also some more Men of Lebennin stuff. Trying to remember where to spend these tokens when we are able to do the token spending. Oh, okay, hang on. So if I go back to Linhir, for example, there should be in Linhir a Men of Dor-en-Erni person with whom I would trade those tokens. This is where I end up often going to the wiki and being like, I have these tokens, what do I do with them? You know, and there's like some person in here that will take my tokens.
I think it might be good with Dor-en-Erni.
So let's see. Nope, that's a reflecting pool. That's not useful. Anyway, so I'm going to start wrapping up here. So if you have any other questions or anything you wanted to bring up before the end of my chat, now is a great time to do that. Okay, cool. So this is where, yeah, I could spend the jewel-encrusted scimitars. I could also use some of the unblemished swan statues and the Central Gondor silver piece. Now that would just get me an enhancement rune or a tracery, which I'm not like, you know. So we got some essences, more essences, Tome of the Sandflies. So I could get a Tome of the Sandflies, but my standing is too low. So once my standing is higher, which means probably kindred, I'm going to guess. Let's see. Friend, ally, kindred, cosmetic pets. Yep, I have to be kindred. So once I get to be kindred, though, with these folks, then I can go ahead and get that one, even though I'm not, like, super excited about it, but it's, like, one more of the cosmetic pets out of the way, and who doesn't like that? Roving threats, man, we haven't even started hardly on this. Well, I guess I do have 36 of these bands, but to get, like, so there's a tapestry, Tapestry of the Nine, Tapestry of Fear and Flame, Tapestry of the Great Dragon, White Tree, Moon, Ship Kings, and 7 stars. And those each cost 50 of these things. I could get a Tome of the Pond Frog. That'll only cost 30. I have 36. If you were looking for any of the old legendary item weapons, looks like you can pick them up here, and then you could, hopefully, I would hope that you could stick them in your wardrobe to be able to cosmetically equip them. Because some people were really, like, into some of these, because, like, they have a bit of a fancy look to them. So, like, that's the Champion's Mace, the Champion's Dagger, Great Axe. That's pretty. It's got a little jewel in the middle. Great Sword. Awful big for a little hobbit, but there you are. Yeah, so you're able to possibly pick up and cosmetically equip these various things. So that's another reason why you might come. Now this takes Figments of Splendor, though, if you're into these things. And does she have anything else, or is that pretty much the end of her stuff? Yeah, okay. So, and those were the first stage ones, so those were like the highest level ones that you were working your way toward. So, you know, if that's something you're into, that's a place to get some things. Let's see, this guy takes the silver pieces. Looks like I can get, like, if you really want to be silly about it, you can get like a pile of walnut wood, which I think is like 5 pieces. It's really, I don't think it's a lot. But the Steed of the Ship Kings, I could get that once I have the reputation. And yeah, my standing is too low. Need to be kindred to get that. Yeah, no worries. I was kind of expecting it. I'm going to guess it looks like that. Yeah. So that's the steed. That's kind of pretty. I like the teal. I don't like the war armor look of it. I've definitely been, you know, riding more of the kind of festive looking steeds of late. In general, really. That's kind of what I do. The armor ones just don't really seem to fit with being a hobbit, you know what I mean? Oh, something I thought of, though, when I was looking at these folks' things. And I forgot what I was going to do. I was thinking about going to look at something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, I was thinking we could go over to the boar fountain real quick and see who's there, because I can't remember who's there right now. And, yeah, let's just pop over there real quick. So, there it is, Lalia's Market. What do you want to bet? Like, right before I sign off, this cat's going to want to get in my lap. And I'll be like, that is unfortunate timing, because that's when I get up to go to the toilet after our stream. Like, that would not be the ideal time to get on my lap. Alright, so let's pop out here. And Casper's still zonked out on the couch. How cute. And, hi baby. No, she's off. Good job. Oh yeah, it's Filbert Fig. I was thinking it was him. I couldn't remember his name. So he's got, oh right, we were looking at this last week, I think. The Sophisticated Birders outfit, which is kind of cute. And then I think everything else is, there's a lot of stuff that he had before. Oh, although he's got, excuse me, like some new housing items that are the birding related. So you've got the Sophisticated Bird Cage. What is this Horse Archer's pack? Oh, is it going on the back? Oh, cute. I'm always interested in like cool, if there's any good backpacks that match my character. But I mean, I get the quiver thing is nice, but I like her having her armor and weapons away, and it's just like maybe she's just carrying a bunch of food. Anyway, there's a Sophisticated Bird Cage, a small Sophisticated Bird Cage. I think there's another one. I think Sophisticated Birders accessory. What's that? Oh, can't equip that. Oh, it's a mounted combat. Oh, interesting. Did not see that coming. Steed of the Eldar. Do I have that? Apparently I don't. But I don't have the thing for it yet. That's fine. Or wait. Yeah, it takes 9,500. And the cap is 10,000. So that's like, you've got to be right there. Oh, there's some new pets. There's a Sophisticated Chaffinch, or Chaffinch. I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Little bird, little finch. That's cute. You could get a little finch bird pet. All right, that's kind of tempting. He's got the shoe emote. Apparently I already have it. So let's see, another hound. I haven't gotten that one yet. Buff donkey. These are cosmetic pets. And the spotted jerboa. I haven't done that guy yet either. So a couple of pets that I don't have. A couple other things I don't have. Oh yeah, have I picked up birding? I don't think I have. Actually, so here's where you can check. As you go into your character panel, and you go to the hobbies down here. So it has hobby, and it'll have the different hobbies you know listed here. And apparently I don't know birding yet, so let's go learn that. Who do I talk to learn birding? I wonder if, I'm going to guess not, but the town crier, maybe, do you know how to find out about birding? Nope, he just knows about Lalia's Market. Where do I go to learn birding? It's not the same person. Oh, is it? Is it maybe the same person as for fishing? If that's the case, I think I could go to the Bird and Baby Inn. Seems logical. Oh yeah, I think that might be the case, because I vaguely recall over on Lorelin, we were doing a Hobbit gathering where there was some birding that was going to happen, and everybody was going to meet at the Bird and Baby Inn so they could learn birding. So let's go check there. I mean, I feel like if you can't learn birding at the Bird and Baby Inn, then like that's a missed opportunity, right? So let's take a look. So this guy, yeah, just inside the door here is the hobby master. And yes, okay, cool. He says, have you always wondered what birds would call these lands? What birds would call these lands theirs? Okay, from snowy mountaintops to lowest wetlands, there are many birds ready to be discovered. With the birding hobby, you can explore the lands to record which birds can be found in the various regions. Equip your birding kit and travel to any regions scouted for birds by Middle-earth explorers. Okay, now let's scooch this stuff out of the way so I don't get it mixed up. When you arrive, you can begin to search for birds using your birding action button. You'll have several opportunities to spot birds with each attempt. You'll need to press the action button again. I'll show you guys how this works, because I've actually managed to figure it out. Oh, and then it tells you which regions that you might find birds. Okay, yes, please. I should like to train. Yay, I'm now trained in how to do birding. So let's go outside. And you can just stand around anywhere, really. So it's like the fishing hobby. You have to put on the kit. So you put it on, whatever. And then you have a button that you press to make it go. So like with the fishing hobby, I've added it to my bar. So I'm going to do the same thing with the birding. So now it's listed there. We are going to just move Epic Salute out of the way and put birding here. Okay, cool beans. So now what you do is you press the little button and you're making that little thing and you're making a bird call. And then when you find one, little feathers are going to pop up around you and you put the spyglass to your eye. And that's the point where you make another call. So you don't really spend hardly any time with the spyglass up by your eye, which I think is an interesting choice. Because when you see the feathers come up, that's when you want to click your button. So I've got feathers, so I click the button, and I have found something. I have started a new deed, Birds of the Shire, common and uncommon. And I've collected the finch, which is the one we just saw that you could get as a cosmetic pet. So, and I have new deed, Birds of Aerthir Lighthouse, common and uncommon. So that's how it goes. So basically it's 3 rounds. So this is the first round, and then I should get feathers. So I click it again. It goes into a second round. Tweet, tweet. There go the feathers. Press the button. Tweet, tweet. And feathers, press the button. There we go. Ta-da! We've collected another bird. So that's how birding works. It's a little different from fishing, but it is the same in the sense that you are watching for a visual cue from your character. In this case, it's the feathers showing up, at which point you press the button. But the difference with the birding one is that you kind of repeat this a few times in a row, and then it'll tell you what bird you found. After a while, you'll have found a bunch of the birds in a particular area. So I'll show you here in a second. Yay, we found the teal, which we've already found. So here you go. So for example, Birds of Aerthir Lighthouse, common and uncommon. I have found these birds and I have yet to collect these birds. Same thing with the Shire. So I have found, you know, these 2, and I have yet to find these other ones. So once you've stood in an area for a while, it kind of gets a little like birded out in a way. And so you kind of have to go and find birds. Like all the birds are like, yeah, it's just you. We've heard your call enough. And you have to go somewhere else. So it's kind of a nice thing to do, like if you're questing with other people and you're just hanging around and waiting while somebody's catching up, or you know, somebody's got to go grab something or whatever. It's just kind of a nice little in-between thing you can do, because you don't have to be by the water. You know, you can just be standing around anywhere and do it. So I think that's kind of fun. I like that aspect of it. So, yay, we got, hey, the same thing I got in the Finch. It shows me in my general output what I've gotten. So, all right, so that's the birding hobby. I'm going to put my weapons back on before I forget. It's very important. Well, yeah, before Nazgul appears, but that's on a different server. That princess is in a different castle. Okay, so I think that covers most of what we did. We went and saw Wenda, as always. I did collect from the crates. I may have done that before I was streaming, though. Sorry, y'all, for missing that. And then, yeah, we went and did a whole bunch of those daily quest things that are really useful to accomplish. Just to get through it, you know what I mean? So that way you're working your way through that reputation, and before things we may have actually finished with one of them. The one where you can do 5 of them each time. We might be done. We might have enough reputation stuff with them that we can consume the reputation stuff, get to max, and then still have what we want to buy, the cosmetic pets and mounts and things. So, all right, there are no events right now. Let's see what's going on the Lotro schedule, though. Oops. Schedule. So we have, what is right now? Today is September 17th. Treasure Bugan event. It is the last day of that. So if you are enjoying going and getting some goodies off of that, today is your last day for that. The Tale of the Shipwrecked Mariner should have started. So that might actually be active right now. And that goes through the 23rd, which is Monday. So you really have until Sunday to go through there. Well, now I'm kind of wondering if I should go see if there's any new cosmetics over there. I might go take a quick look. Extend the stream. Not mean to extend the stream. And then let's see what else is next. Baggins. Oh, Baggins' birthday is coming up this weekend. So if you've got some time, make sure you go and celebrate Bilbo and Frodo. Now let's go over to Buckland, or I'll just do Buckland real quick. Let's see what's next. Baggins' birthday, XP boost. Hobnanigans is at the beginning of December, or of October. I did it again. And then Harvest Mass starts on the 10th of October. So we have a little bit of time. So Treasure Bugan, last day today. Shipwrecked Mariner should have begun. And don't forget about the Baggins fellows and their birthdays. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming along. Oh, let's see. Oh, I just got a few messages. Let's see. Do you get cool rewards after finishing the bird collections? Affodil. What's that? Okay, cool. So the streamer right after me, who's ready right now, is Before, and he has a stream called Plugging Along, and he's been doing a lot of birding. So he can definitely show you some of the goodies that he's gotten, particularly his picture frame, which is really cool. So yeah, Egg Arthur confirms, yep, Treasure Bugan and Shipwrecked Mariner. Laxium Rhett has a question that will also be good for the next stream, which is looking to get back into Lotro after like original release. Should I jump into the normal servers or try out the legendary ones? We'll stick around and chat, and I'll be sure to jump in on that conversation. And Before here can jump in and also give you some ideas, some thoughts on that. So stick around for Plugging Along coming up right next. And I will see you all next Tuesday here at 11:30 Eastern Time, as always, for Heart of a Hobbit. Thanks for coming along, everybody, and see you in just a moment over here on Plugging Along. All right, bye-bye.